Just wondering where you are. Old me, or whatever the hell we call you now. Ugh. Yeah, it's been a while since I had to do a solo news rundown. Hey everybody, this is RetroKid Reviews. Still not doing Toku. Well, I am gonna do Toku in a minute, but if you saw the title, but I'm not gonna be doing New York Comic Con stuff because I wasn't there the weekend of. So there is some big announcements on the Marvel Legends side of things and some other DC related stuff. So we'll get to that probably later in the weekend. And if I remember the schedule right, we may have to be doing a Venom Last Dance, if that's already going to be out as of this week, so I'll let you know in the community notes if anything else. So, until then, wait, we under attack? Hey, it's, oh, man, we thought the same thing with the scarves. Where have you been? Seriously, I've been looking for you since Coca-Cola. Yeah, look, old me, just, well, young me in this case, chill out. Chill out, you're the one with the blades on. Yeah, I'm gonna need it for a minute. Yeah, he needs it for a sec. Oh, so you're just playing both universes. I mean, he is an indie character, so come on, you gotta give him that, man. Alright, fair. Where have you been? Picking up a guy under league orders. Why? Yeah, you forgot to mention about All In and that new Absolute stuff, and you're gonna need him for it. Oh my god, all my nightmares have come true. Yeah. Hey, old writer here with you're not Retro Rider status, are you? Almost by the end of this year? Good. Playing time travel as usual because we had to get this guy. Hey, guys, can I get out of the box by now? Skeets, is there any way to laser cut it? No, Booster, there's no exact measurements yet. Oh, don't give me the measurements. What is this, 89 universe again? Yeah, I'm gonna need you to, like, you know, be his handler. I am not being his freaking handler. Wait, is he our long lost song or some shit like that? Oh, God, no. Rips. Oh, so the canon stuff, the comics. Yeah. Okay. Are we done now? Can we go? Look, they thought it'd be easier if it was me explaining this to you instead of Jess. Wait, is that a power ring? Hers. We were kind of the less I know, the better about our future. What is this, like time couples? Yeah, sometimes. Okay, cool. Oh, and can you just drop the old man voice, like, if you're that still in the Mortal game 500 years in his future? Yeah, you look like a cool retro writer. Aren't you, James? Yeah, and burning our identities aside, just enjoy who you got, man. Seriously. Cool, because you're keeping the armors. Oh, thanks, I guess. Anything I need? Other than you're gonna need doubles for when I come back? Yeah, just about. Half the stuff is from childhood. Are you sure? And he does the Houdini. I guess he learned a lot from Bruce or Tyrion, depending on the futures. Anyway, so, I guess kayfabe aside for probably later in the week, I'll explain that, probably with the DC news. Yeah, that's mainly why, above the table, I just want to make sure that's kind of a thing. Also, kind of need to justify Booster if that movie or show still coming out, so sorry in advance for that. So with the kayfabe out of the way, let's get to the quick rundown of news. Starting off with Kamen Rider Gavv. Valum debuted in between the last couple of weeks, and I'm gonna be honest, he looks pretty stacked as far as a new secondary rider goes. I don't know or remember all of his final attacks and rider kicks. I highly recommend going to Tamajuzu's B and Mark Cross's, I guess, a collab with another Toku tuber, I forgot her name, but they do weekly react streams to new episodes of that and BooneBoomger. And yeah, speaking of, since I wasn't around when I found out about this, I was gonna put in the community notes. Mark Cross, Marcus Atsu, actually, how do I say this nicely, was on the podcast for Nerdist talking more about Toku in general, mostly Kamen Rider, and that was actually pretty cool, so go to the links there in case I got that in the description. Last up of stuff I'm probably not going to do a full review on, my apologies in advance, is Godzilla -1. I know, a year later, and I still haven't done a review of it, so I'll just do a mini review here since I watched this up a few months ago since it was on Netflix. It is worth it. The effects-wise is definitely why you absolutely saw it getting the Oscar last year, so my bad in advance for not catching up to this. So if the dub's already out by the time of this recording, I'll probably do an anniversary roundup review, maybe like a retro editorial of like a year later since this movie dropped, and if the dub's better than the sub, which is kind of a good case for Godzilla movies, but then again, this is Toku we're talking here, so my barometer is basically watch the sub first for the sub actors that are literally on screen instead of behind a voice booth or whatever, and more importantly, sit through the sub as your second viewing. So that's kind of what I'm going to be going with, that kind of barometer for a lot of Toku going forward if they get dubs. So my bad in advance for a lot of Ultraman fans who are very happy that Arc and previous Ultras the last couple of years got to have dubs right out of the gate. So that's going to be the thing there, unless Super Raya has official subs. That would be the case. Also, speaking of Ultraman, since we're here, I'm probably might do an end of the year review for Ultraman Rising, because Achilles did a great Toku video essay on the whole thing, being a new father and everything, and how it related to him. So again, go there in the cards if anything else. So last up on rundowns, Power Rangers and Sentai side of stuff. Let's get the Power Rangers stuff out of the way before we get to Sentai. Yeah, I'm very much aware of what's going on with the current auctions. I'm very much aware that most of the actors didn't agree to some of the costumes being for sale. However, this is still a studio. This is still the final word as far as like Saban and I think most of, I don't know how many other people were still had the covers of the old suits. So the news is pretty much old here. This is when they were announcing it, I think last week. So my bad in advance, I'm missing that. My overall thoughts, it's a shame. I know that a lot of Power Rangers actors are probably gonna have to buy cosplay kits and stuff like that for cons going forward, which is probably gonna be the case, but that's not really the huge bummer for me. The bummer is that we could have just had like a cool museum of it, because I know in Super Sentai's case, we'll get to BooNBoomger in a minute, that they have an entire museum dedicated to every suit of almost all 50 years of Sentai. One last thing of news before we get to BooNBoomger, before we get to that, this is probably the only thing recent as of this week, so my bad in advance. I'm very much aware of the rumor mill of the 50th Sentai season is going to be magic themed, probably like Maji Ranger or Mystic Force here in the back. Very rare to have a suit as a reference point, so take that as you will, guys. If it happens, and if I can pronounce the new team name off camera, so I can get ready for that bit of news in the shorts, I'll talk about that when that comes up, probably later into 2025, if anything else. So with that out of the way, Valum, since we're here talking Kamen Rider, I forgot to do touch-ups on that. He had a great debut henshin, he had a great everything. I think on the main rider side of things, the Gojizos, if I got the name right, are going to be more investigative. This is still like their early 10-episode arc, and the fact that I'm still updating it only like, what, a month and a half in, tells me this is going to be a good era writer to watch, if you guys are watching. No links to fan subs, because again, you're gonna have to Google that yourself. My apologies in advance. I will, however, leave people who reacted to these episodes so far, and getting back to the Sentai side of stuff. Yeah, there was another big crossover that happened last couple of weeks on BooNBoomger side of things. I guess they're getting every machine Sentai they could think of, so I guess be on the lookout for, I guess, Baka Ranger and I believe Go Ranger, if anything else. If I got the names wrong, my apologies in advance, wiki's down below. But yeah, Tokuger showed up, and not only in suit, but I think their 6th Ranger showed up of the bulk of this episode. And if I remember correctly, that I was trying to Google the new I guess secondary suits that the BooNBoomgers are having in their mid-arcs. My apologies in advance, but it looks good. The effects are still up to snuff. It's still a big upgrade from King Oger last year, so if anything else, that's actually not bad. As for this episode's case in Tokuger's crossover, it's pretty cool. I didn't check the dates if this is on their 10th anniversary, but kind of makes sense if they're already back here so soon. With that all being said, it's the most congested, Sentai, for me at least, here on the channel, because there were some effects that kind of dated, there were some stuff and storylines that didn't really make too much sense. This is basically a trained Sentai with imagination, being the whole forefront of it. So, go to my old reviews of that when it was new at the time. However, 10 years on, it's holed up as a Sentai, and, fortunately now has the terrible luck of being the what-if Sentai that could have been a Power Rangers season. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of those when we get further on into the 2010s as far as Sentai goes, but that's kind of how it is. Ultimately, that's kind of my big breath of the news. So summaries first. I'm very much happy to see that I'm still up to date with Gavv. Like, it still has a compelling hook for its first arc, so that's pretty cool. I might be doing Gavv-inspired I guess, figure forms if, the later arcs get that intense, so I'll let you know as time goes on, as far as the season goes. Yes, I am very much aware that I am very behind on talking about -1, so again, like I said, for end of the year rundowns, or maybe when this movie turns a year plus old in the editorial, I'll just wait for the dub and just see what happens. Maybe the dub's already out on Netflix, so I'll double check, in between, videos in this point. Still sad to see that the, auction is still happening. I hope maybe one or two actors get their original suits and just put in a case somewhere, kind of like Planet Hollywood style of anything else. But that's really it for the news. And ultimately, what did you think of the news? What did you think of the new episodes of Kamen Rider Gavv and BoonBoomger? You can put a little bit of spoilers down below because I am a few weeks behind as far as this week's episodes go as of this recording. So with that all being said, I'm RetroKid Reviews, going straight to the end cards because nobody's really here. There's not a lot of kayfabe. I could come out. I could shill. I totally want to shill. Hey, Skeets, can we shill? No. Booster, we cannot yet. Yeah, what's your real name, by the way? His name is Michael. Oh! Okay, that's not going to be kayfabe at all for the next couple of days. Look, just get this over with. We gotta get to the all-in stuff. Come on. Yeah, go to them freaking out how to shield my channel aside. On Booster's case, to see my previous video, which was talking about, what did I talk about? Previous video here, sorry, still early, I guess afternoon stuff here. Go to the old OG suits here to see this week's Critical Role short. Things have moved pretty well when it comes to... Oh, yeah, and yeah, previous video here was the Cornetto trilogy. That was my big Halloween review. Quick update on that. I'm gonna probably do one more big special for actual Halloween since I'm gonna be off next week, work-wise, so I might have time to do actual Halloween stuff on the day, so you'll know it when you see it, trust me, guys. Yeah, go to me and the new, I guess, Scoff update on the OG... Well, not really OG, but like human gear here, to sub the channel, hit the notification bell down below. And until next time, I'm RetroKid Review saying, wow, 10 years on, and they still got that imagination. Yeah, Toku's pretty much in the good as far as Sentai goes. Like, I'm still up to date with Cav in October. Like, let that sink in, y'all.